video, so this is the first one. So we came up with the name No Measurements because I am known for cooking and not really using like measuring cups, measuring spoons. I kind of like do my own thing, so no measurements. So today, the first thing we're gonna go ahead and make is chicken parm. I'm gonna go through the steps. I'm gonna show you everything you need to make this chicken parm. It's really, really like not a lot to it either. It's not like that fancy, so whatever. But here is how you start it off. So I already have a pot for my noodles. It already has water in it, a little bit of salt. I already put my sauce in the pot. Now I use 1 jar sauce and a can of tomato paste and a little bit of water, and that's what I like to do with sauce. So a paste, 1 jar sauce. So I'll go ahead and put like seasonings in there. You don't have to use these exact seasonings. Like if you're allergic to something, you can take stuff out, put it in. But this is just my thing, what I do. So, and I'm starting out with the sauce first just because it doesn't take too long to make this. So you want your sauce to cook like as long as it can to get the flavors together. So here we go. It's kind of hard doing this and like talking to this because I'm used to like talking to Tiffany, so
you're still talking to me.
Oh, well, you're not interacting.
Sorry.
Okay, so I always start turning your sauce on really, really low because it starts to cook really quickly. So I just put like a little bit of salt, and I know that doesn't look like a little bit, but it is. I take garlic.
And what is this, garlic powder?
Yes, this is garlic powder, not like garlic salt, because we already use salt. I don't like garlic salt just because I like to control my own salt and my own garlic. Like, don't do that for me. This is onion powder.
Do you think you could use your other hand? Because I can't see you putting it in there.
Well, I am left-handed, but for you guys, I'll try to be ambidextrous.
Thank you.
So, garlic powder went in there. Some basil. Now I get a little bit of OD with these just because that's who I am. So I take the top off. Pour some in there. I might have to use measuring utensils now with my right hand. This is oregano. Go ahead and pop that off. If you don't feel comfortable with popping yours off, like you're like, no, Tanea, that's too much, don't pop it off. Do whatever you want to do. I do use parsley. I don't know what it does. Like, I'm not a real chef, so I don't know what each thing does, but I mean, I like it, so I put it in there. And so then, I don't know what it is. Every time I make any kind of sauce or anything that I have to cook for a long time, I put a bay leaf in it. I feel like it makes everything taste better. I try to crush it up so it can get lost in the sauce. So, you know, you won't be like, ugh, I got sticks in.
Yeah, because sometimes you will get a leaf in your mouth.
Right. A little bit of pepper. I usually use crushed red, but I forgot to pick it up at the store, so regular black is fine.
I don't like crushed red. It's spicy.
A little bit of Parmesan cheese goes in the sauce. And as you can see, it's already like starting to bubble, so turn it a little bit lower. And for the big social media debate, does sugar go into spaghetti or any type of red sauce? And the answer is fuck yes, okay? You need a little bit of sugar. So just a little bit.
I mean, it just makes it taste way better.
It just helps with the acid, like, just helps it a little bit. So this is what everything looks like. I just put everything on top of each other. Now go ahead, mix that up. Get that really like in there. Make sure it's like no seasonings left on my spoon.
And I'll also put a list of the different seasonings that she used in the description so you know what to get.
So when I'm cooking, I try to always just keep something right here so I can put my, utensil on so I don't have to worry about it like touching something else. So what I'm gonna do is just turn it up a little bit. Now this is like a it's called like a power burner or something like that. So it cooks a little quicker than the rest of the eyes. So you just gotta be careful because it'll burn.
Okay.
But it's on really, really low. So I'm gonna let that go ahead and simmer. So this is the chicken, boneless, skinless, almost fatless breast. And then I just go ahead and season it. So, and it depends on what I want to do. Like sometimes I'll use salt, sometimes I'll use seasonal. Today I'll just go ahead and do salt. So I just take salt, I'll use my right hand, and just...
I'll start like filming from the other side so that you can still use your left.
That's fine, no. Salt it. A little bit of pepper. And I know some people use like crushed, like that fresh crush little. If that's what you want to do, good for you. I don't have time sometimes. Onion powder. Cause to me, like, to make the chicken parm taste good, like you have to season your food. And I feel like that's where like some people just like mess up on. Like,
what's this?
This is garlic, sorry. Like, it's okay to season your food, people. Like, a little bit of seasoning never hurt anybody. So what I do now is just flip it. I'm not scared to touch, like raw chicken. If you are, then I suggest you get gloves or tongs. And then you just do it all over again.
Repeat.
So,
doesn't it sound like it's a lot of salt? See, salt freaks me out. So when I cook, I'm really lenient on seasoning.
Yeah, she's real stingy with the seasoning. But I mean, like, none of this other stuff has salt in it. So it's just like, salt is like the seasoning of life. It makes everything taste better, even sweet stuff. So it's just like, everything needs salt. So you go ahead, get these good and seasoned. And that's it. So this is, my grandmother just bought me these pans. So, this is going to be a frying pan for the chicken. So I already have oil in it. So just regular oil. I use canola because to me, I mean, I can't eat fried food anyway, but you might as well have something that's good for the heart if you're eating fried food. And that's why the heart's on there. Canola's good for the heart.
Girl, if you don't get
it is. It says it on all the labels. What I also do is whenever I use new grease, I always put like a dab of old grease in there, and it just helps brown it, and it gives it like a little bit more flavor, but like not too much. So you go ahead and turn that on, wait for that to get warm. So while that's getting warm, I'll go ahead and just stir this up. It smells delicious. Why, thank you, Tiffany.
You guys know that chicken parm is like literally my favorite. I suggest that you serve it with garlic bread and a salad and just have you a great Italian night, because I can eat Italian every night. So
You really can.
I really, really can.
So you just want to let that continue to simmer. Make sure that when you stir it, like you're stirring from the bottom, just so that like you're moving it around. You don't want it to stick and burn. So go ahead and put that on there. So also what I did is I went ahead and got, this is what I used to like, bread my chicken with. So it's like, this isn't a real measurement, but for you guys who need one, I'll say this is like a half a cup of flour and 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs. And I like to use both because you can bread anything with flour, but the breadcrumbs gives it a little bit more like consistency and texture to the chicken, whereas all breadcrumbs will be like really, really like bready. It's really hard to explain, but yeah, so I use both. So what I do is I put those together, and then I also season this, a little bit of onion powder, a little bit of, garlic powder. I also put basil in there, and oregano, and a little bit of Parmesan cheese in the flour. So
you didn't tell me this when I did it.
Oh, I'm sorry. So I'm still waiting for that to get hot. I'll turn it up a little bit. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the grease to get hot. I wanted to go ahead and tell you, now depending on how many people you're making this for, since it's just for me and Tiffany, I literally had 2 chicken breasts and I sliced it in half like thick ways, I guess. Like, you know, just to make it a little bit thinner, because it's better to fry it, easier to fry when it's not like one piece that's this thin and the rest is this thick.
Right, you don't want it all chunky.
Right,
either.
so try to, or if you don't want, if you're not comfortable with cutting it, they sell like chicken cutlets or like thin cut boneless chicken breast. You can use that. But just remember that the thinner your chicken is, the less time it takes to fry. So, go ahead and... Corey! Get in the shower! Yikes. It's still ghetto on the show. Ain't nothing changed. Go ahead, let that...
So how long does it take the grease to get warm?
Well, it depends on like what kind of pan you have, and like if your grease is new, and like how high you have your flame. So my flame is like on 9. It's as high as possible. So it should be warm. In order to see if it's as hot as you like, go ahead and just take a pinch of flour. And that bubbles like really quickly, so that means like it's getting hot. So I can go ahead and bread it. Now this is what I did. To bread it so it'll stick, I just run some cold water, put it on like my fingertips, and just like dab the chicken with it. With the water. Did anybody else say water?
Water.
Water. Alright. Go ahead and turn it off. So, and like this is just the top to a bowl. I try not to get anything like too big, especially because like it doesn't do a lot. You just have to put chicken in here to bread it.
Yeah, sometimes I use a paper plate.
Yeah. But sometimes like I need something with the edges up a little bit more than a paper plate, because it starts to get a little messy. So make sure you like shake off all that excess. We can go ahead and try this one more time just to see how hot it is now. Okay, so go ahead and put it in. If you're scared of oil, this is what you do. Pick up the thickest piece, put it into the grease, and just go slow. Do not drop it. There you go.
Nice.
You don't have to worry about getting popped or burnt. So I'll go ahead and just hurry up and do the rest of this. Now the easier way to do this, put all your stuff in a Ziploc bag and then dump your chicken in there and shake it up. You can do like all 4 pieces at the same time, but I was really trying to be cute for y'all. So do this thing. Oh, I got it by the center piece this time, but that's because like I'm really not scared. So
and just repeat.
you're right.
So we usually make like a small amount of chicken parm because Mama Nay
Does not like it.
hates chicken parm.
So I try not to like ever make it for dinner. If I do make it for dinner, is when I know she won't be here. And when I say not here, like not here, because like even if like let's say I make it for dinner, she'll be like, and I know she's here, like in the house, she'll be like, oh, I don't eat that, so I know that's not for me. So I'll be like, whatever. When I know she's going on a hot date, then I go ahead and make it. So go ahead, move your chicken around so you can fit all 4 pieces in at the same time.
And you can use a fork to move it over like something long.
Yeah, I mean, I got that just because, like, well, I have tongs, but if you don't have tongs, I know most people have like that really, really long fork that you use to fry chicken in. You can use that too. Sometimes I use a regular fork if I'm being bold and just burn myself all up.
Yeah, now, me being like a new cook or someone that doesn't cook that often, I am not afraid to get popped by grease for some reason.
I mean, it doesn't last that long. Alright, so I'm done with this. I'll throw this in the trash, but for right now, I'll just go ahead and rinse my hands off.
And you're not actually like frying it all the way through, you just browning it?
No, just like browning it. But I mean, chicken breast doesn't take that long to fry. Literally, probably by the time I get the flour from under my nails, it'll be done. So
she does wash her hands, people, so make sure you wash your hands often while cooking.
Especially after using, touching meat.
Yes, because you don't want to get sick, and you don't want to get anybody else sick either.
Niggas will see you now, maybe.
Yeah, I will sue Tanea if she gets me sick,
So, go ahead, as soon as I'm done, I go ahead and flip it. Because as you can see, it's already browning. And because the grease is so new, that's why it's so light. But that's why I like that little bit of old grease. It gives you that darkness. Go ahead and let that cook a little bit longer. While that's going, don't forget about the sauce. Ooh, right. Now, if your sauce gets a little bit too thick, don't be scared to just put a little bit of water in it. Because the paste makes it really thick, so I think I did a good job with how much water I put in here the first time. So, and I really don't have like a measurement for water. So what I usually do is take the paste, put that in the pan, and fill the can up that I use with water, and like pour water in there and like stir it up until it's loose. Once it's loose, I dump the sauce in there, and then once I'm done with that, I take a little bit of water, put it in a sauce jar, shake it up until it's loose. So I can't turn this down anymore. I might have to end up changing the burner. This is already used to it. So, and usually I just thought about it. You have to preheat your oven. Now I don't mind. I cook with a high oven, but some people are not comfortable with that. So today we're gonna go ahead and just cook with like 385. To me, I feel like that's a comfortable one, but I cook on 400 and higher. So let that go ahead and preheat. So what I'm going to do, you see that one that's like kind of dark? I'm going to go ahead and take that out. Bam, you see how I already had that ready?
Go off!
Go off. So, go ahead and take this out. And I don't do that rule like you can only flip once. No, I'm flipping into... I like the brownness on both sides. So I'll flip that again. I'm gonna leave that. I'll flip that. So that's pretty much it. Like, it's really not like that involved of a dish. I know a lot of people don't eat it at home, or a lot of people may not. Well, I feel like a lot of people don't eat it because you don't know that you can make it at home, or you don't need like a sofa.
Right.
Like, you can actually make this. It's simple. So, as you listen to your chicken frying, you can hear that like the bubbles aren't as powerful as it was when you first started frying. So that's another reason when you know it's almost cooked up too. Yep, I'll take this off. Now I'll flip this. Put that over there. And then go ahead and take this piece out. And I use my hands a lot when I'm frying chicken, probably more than most people would. But because I'm cooking for y'all and I'm showing y'all, I'm not going to do that because I would never want y'all to touch like hot frying chicken.
Are you saying you put your hands in the grease and take the
No,
chicken
but
out?
like I'll show you.
Oh shit! I don't want y'all to get burned. That's
Right.
because the reason that it's like that is because she has it on a power burner.
But I'm about to move this shit.
Yeah, so
it's not
make sure
safe.
you guys don't put it
And
on the
it's
power
literally
burner.
on the power burner on the lowest one. So it's like, there's nothing I can do about it.
And things will get messy while you're cooking, people. It's okay.
Especially sauce.
Yes, especially sauce.
But if you try to wipe your pan off, if you try to wipe your stove off while it's still hot, it'll come right up. Now, like, I'll do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Don't do that, y'all.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
So, I have the chicken on this. Trying to, take the grease out. Go ahead and flip it. Don't do that. It's hot.
Use your tongues, you guys.
Right. So I'll go ahead and let it drain on that side. Move this out the way because we're done. Move this over here. There we go. Go ahead and turn this off. Now, since it's acting real crazy, I'm just going to put a little bit of cold water in it to take the temperature down. Back.
Because I will sue her if I get burned while recording this. Shit.
Right.
Shit just got real.
It did. But shit gets real when you're cooking. So that's just real life shit for you. So what you can do is go ahead, move it off the eye for a little bit just so it can calm down. Go ahead and stir it up. And the cold water, it doesn't make it cold, of course, but it will cool it down a little bit so it'll stop popping on you.
I just want y'all to know that I'm missing the Golden Globes because I wanted you guys to get this video. So,
right. So now what we'll do is go ahead. Hold on, let me wipe this because this is really going to make drive me crazy.
yeah, sometimes it's best if you clean as you're cooking so that at the end of the night you won't have to clean so much.
Be like, what the fuck did I do? God damn it. Trying to be ratatouille and shit. That's what happened.
I can't believe you're using a rat reference today. You hate rats.
Yeah, I do. I actually hate the movie Ratatouille. Go ahead and clean that. And I'm gonna bring this up here. Go ahead and turn this one.
So can they use any pot and any amount of water depending on the noodles?
Yeah, it just depends. Okay, so I'm making spaghetti noodles, so that's why I have this big pot for the sticks. But if I was just making penne, I could use that. It really doesn't matter. So your chicken should be fine, nice and dried out. I have an aluminum pan already ready. I always spray pan in the bottom of it. It's just something that you should do. Since we're about to use this, go ahead and turn it off. So by the time you open the top, it should be good. Now we're just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna use my tongs.
My tongs.
Right. Place the chicken in here. Throw this in the trash.
Probably.
Maybe I should get me a trash bowl like Rachel Ray. you know, she has a trash bowl on her show, so she doesn't have to like walk stuff to the trash can. She just puts everything in this one big ass bowl, and then when she's done at the end of the show, she gets rid of it.
That's a good idea.
But I remember at one point they was selling it, and I'm like, how are you selling a big ass mixing bowl as a trash bowl? Like, it's just a regular fucking bowl, man. But you know, get it how you live it. So what I can say is go ahead, stir your sauce up, taste your sauce, make sure you like how it tastes, see if you need to add more salt, more garlic. I think that's a fine sauce. I mean, it may need like a little bit more salt, but I don't want to freak Tiffany out.
Thank you.
So go ahead, just take it and pour it over there.
Let's get saucy, bitches.
Nigga, I'm saucy. There we go. And like, so how much sauce to put on there is totally up to you. Me and Tiffany are sauce girls. We like our noodles to be like covered in sauce. So to me, you can never have too much. But so that's good. I'm not going to need this anymore, so put it in the sink. Now I already have this ready. This is just a bowl of cheese. Now it is mozzarella, an Italian pack that has like 4 different cheeses in it, fresh Parmesan, and I put some basil and parsley in there. So if you see that, that's what that is. It's not like molded.
You really got fancy tonight.
So go ahead, put your cheese on there. Like, don't be scared unless you're lactose. And this is just like, so 1 pack of cheese is 2 cups. And then I had like a half of one. So this is probably like 3 cups of cheese.
And you see how just 2 breasts cut in half makes such a big pan.
Right. And so if you're making this dish for like a lot of people, what I would also suggest is cut your chicken up. Like, the fuck? Cut your chicken up. Like, cut it up into like pieces or cubes or whatever. So go ahead. This is ready. I'm just going to place it right here. So I have some foil. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and take some parsley, the oregano, the basil, and the Parmesan cheese, the grated kind. And just put another dusting on top. Basil. Parsley. Oregano. The Parmesan cheese.
This is really going to get cheesy, you guys.
Kind of funky, but I mean, you're gonna like it. So get a big piece of foil, because even though it's not filled to the top, so it won't touch it, you don't want the foil to touch your cheese. So go ahead, put it on there, but like kind of try your best to make it loose, so it won't like really be on there at all. And just go ahead and pop this in the oven for like 15 minutes. So the oven's on, it's at the temperature that we want it. The water is already boiling. So I've used everything, so now this is like,
cleanup time.
Put all your shit up.
You guys, Tanaya's hair is really flawless tonight.
It Yes.
I mean,
God, thank you, Amber.
the ends are just clipped perfectly. The
Shout out
light,
to Jamaica.
yes, the light is really showing that red. Go off. And she's also modeling her Forever 21 outfit.
Shout out to Forever. So I'll wash these dishes later. I won't do that. But so yeah, literally that's all you're waiting for is the noodles. I mean the water to boil for the noodles. And let me go ahead and put on the timer. I'm gonna say it's been in there for 2 minutes, so. Okay.
So do you want to take a break, or are you
Sure.
about to boil? When you about to make the noodles?
Well, the water is boiling now, so if you wanna like wait a second. I mean, I don't put them in any certain way, like. But if you want me to show everything, I'll go ahead and do that.
You can do that.
Okay.
Some people need every step.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and rinse this out because we recycle.
Recycle, you guys. We just started. And we're back.
So I'm making the noodles. The water is boiling. It has salt already in that water. So I don't know why I do this. I don't know if everybody does this. Like I really don't. I don't know. But I put the noodles in there, and I put it in different layers. To me, it just helps with it like not getting stuck. And I put that one like over there. And I'm not gonna make this whole box because me and Tiffany don't need the whole box today.
Exactly. I'll probably take it for lunch Monday and Tuesday.
And that's it.
And we still have about 6 minutes left on the Parmesan in the oven.
Yes. So I'll probably go ahead and when it's like 3 minutes left, I'll go ahead and take the covering off of it and turn the oven up.
Okay.
So it can brown a little bit.
And when you take it out, I mean, it does, like, when you go to check on it, sometimes the cheese look like it started to shrink some.
Yeah. I mean, but which is fine. I mean, it's not any less cheesier. It's just that it's melting. So it may look like less, but get all those, you want to get all those down in there.
And how long do you usually cook the noodles?
I cook my noodles for 8 minutes just because I like them done, but I don't like overcooked noodles. But if you like softer noodles, keep yours in there for about, I guess, like 10 minutes. So go ahead and let that boil. I have my colander. I have me and Tiffany's lunch bowl all ready. I have my colander ready for when the noodles are ready. I went ahead and washed the dishes during that little intermission. So now it's just like a waiting game.
So we'll be back in what, 7 minutes?
Yeah.
When the noodles.
So this is the finished product. What I do is once the noodles are done, I put them in the colander, drain them, rinse it, put it back in the pot, and then I put like warm water in here just while it's waiting so it won't dry out. This is the chicken parm. So let me go ahead and make one of our lunches just so you can see. So I just like to get a little bit of the sauce and put it in the bottom. It doesn't do anything. I just like it.
Yeah, I don't do that. I just pour noodles in it, but you know, Tanae's fancy. And that's a lot of noodles. You guys don't have to eat that much, but you know, I love to eat this much because it's one of my favorites and it's why I'm fat, but it's delicious. So if you follow the instructions, yours should be just as tasty.
So then I just go ahead and pick up the whole breast along with the cheese. It may fight you a little bit, but it's okay.
Look at that.
Chicken parm.
Fucking delicious.
Just make sure it's like enough sauce.
This is Tanae's bowl because I don't usually eat a whole breast. I'm more here for the sauce and the cheese and a little bit of chicken.
So this will be my bowl for lunch because let me tell y'all, I'm a fuck mine nothing to be passed out. So I'll go. You want me to cut a piece of chicken in half?
I was gonna taste some. I want to taste some on camera so y'all can see how delicious it is.
Okay, I'll give you a little bit.
I hope you guys enjoyed this first one. I wanted to do something that was my favorite and something that I felt like wasn't too hard. And we won't be making like a bunch of fancy things.
Because
like,
we don't eat like that.
We don't eat like that. But I think the next thing we'll do is maybe crab nachos. I was thinking about today could do like chicken marsala, you know, stuff like that.
Or y'all, after you watch this, if like y'all have some favorite dishes that you just want to see like my take on it, go ahead and give us some suggestions.
It smells so good. I wish y'all could smell it. You
I
lost the
think I
chicken.
lost the chicken.
It's so much cheese and sauce that she lost the chicken.
It's okay. Oh, here it is. Oh no, that's not it. Oh, here
Oh,
it
there you
is.
go. I'm gonna be the taste tester. I'm gonna be the taste tester. I'm gonna be
There you
the
go.
taste tester. Here, now you feel me.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Let's see.
Hit me from this side.
Get this side. All right, Tiff. Oh, hold on. You can't really see it because of the light.
You want me to
It's
come on
like
this side?
shining.
Let's switch.
Yeah, let's come on this side.
Am I still bright?
No, you good.
Cause see, I'm already like a little bright, so it's just like.
All right.
Hold on. You probably should use a knife and a fork.
Right, but we gotta.
All right, ghetto.
Go ahead. Tell me how that tastes.
Swirl it.
Mommy, let's zoom coming on you.
Don't get my 5 o'clock shadow.
All right, come on. I think it's good, guys.
This is amazing. Today you did a really good job.
Thank you. Oh my God, I'm so happy.
I hope you guys enjoyed our first show of No Measurements. That is the name. This is going to be volume 1. This is our first. This is kind of just a try, and I'm going to try to do as much editing as I can. I'm not the best editor, you guys know that, and I think it makes our show unique because it's just all over the fucking place and y'all still like it. So let's give Tanea a round of applause for her first show. It was very, very, very good.
Thanks,
and I'm gonna let Tanea take you guys out.
Well, guys, it's time for me to go. I just want to say thank you for watching this. Thank you for your support once this comes out on YouTube. Please like it. Please give us suggestions. Let us know, like, hey, y'all can do more talking, or I don't like it. Don't do it at all. It's a waste of time. Let us know. We're taking suggestions. All right.